Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm back with another video tutorial for another gift box, and it's this. And as you can see, it's a little unusual in that it's actually sloped. Now this is the brainchild of Sam Calcott of Mixed Up Craft. I'll be sure to leave a link in the description below so that you can go and see for yourself how she came up with this idea. And I am amazed at how easy it did come together. It was not difficult. It fits like a dream, and as you can see, it's quite generous in size. It is about 6 inches wide and 2.5 inches in depth. And in this particular one, as with Sam's, I've got a little seam at the top up here, but this is an option. You don't have to have that, or you could use it as a handle as well. If you would like to learn how to make this sweet little box yourself, then you've come to the right place, because stick with me and I'll show you how. Need a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock, and I'm going to place this on the scoreboard, and because I want this to be the lengthwise side of my box, the horizontal side, I want to make sure that my stripes are in this direction. So I'll score at 3 inches and at 9 inches. Then turn it and score at 3/4 of an inch, at 3.5 inches, at 6.5, at 9, and then finally at 10 3/4. So that is the scoring done. So I'm going to now fold on those score lines and burnish them, and then we will move on to the cutting of the box. Starting on the side with the 3/4 inch tab, which is here, just going to remove these rectangles. That will begin our little tab there. Just take those off and make sure you get that score line removed as well. So you just go to the side of it like that. So I've removed those little bumps. I don't know if you can see that, but those are those little bumps where we made that score mark. Right. So next we want to cut up each of these score lines to form our sides. So for now, let's just go up each of these. Now, some of these we're going to reduce in size. So these two, this is our, remember, our 3/4 inch. These tabs, you can just cut them to about half of their size now. So just take a bit off like that. don't have to be absolutely precise. And like that. Leave these for now, and then come to the back and do the same here. So on that third tab, take that off and take this one off as well. Going to also be removing these rectangles at the top. So now we're to that larger section here. Just take those completely away. And this one we also want to at the moment, we have our 3/4 inch piece at the bottom, and then we have these pieces that have been chopped down, and the second one we've left intact. How this is going to work is this is going to come around here like that. So it won't be attached to this. This is meant more or less as a security piece, so that you won't see what's inside the box. And it's going to come around like that, and then be attached with some hook and loop. Now this is the kind of project that you'll do your trimming as you go along. So just stick with me, and I think we can get through it together. Now, for this piece here, we want to take quite a substantial wedge out of it. So it's actually going to form what almost looks like wings. So, cutting essentially a big chunk out of there, or left that triangle there. So it's, if we need to go back and trim it more later, we can. Just got that pencil line out, and we'll do the same on this side. So you have these sort of wings. Now these sides are going to come in like that, and you will see, of course, that you have that overhang, which what we'll do is we'll just trace round where we need to cut it, and then that will cover that entire side. So let's take another look at the shape that you're looking for. This is again your 3/4 inch here. The little wings, these are left intact for now, and then we have these that also have been reduced. And then finally we have our section here, which is sort of security tab there. So let's start on this end here. Now remember that tab is going to go and wrap around like that. And then these will be folded in, so we'll have our tab here and here. That will actually come in and tuck in like that. You see you have that sloped shape there. So we'll remove this excess. Got that little tab there. These are just your sort of normal side tabs that you get with your gift boxes. Push those out of the way for now. Up like that. Let me see, we can actually square that off there. We'll have to trim some of those pieces there a bit. I can just keep that in position. Line it up with the edge here of the tab, and then I can just trace round. Take that off there, and if I need to trim any more I can in just a moment after I start to put this together. So we've got these tabs here, so we need to take a little bit off of this one, okay, this one here. Cut a little wedge out of that. That will keep it from getting caught. And that can just come up like so. And these then can come over like that. Put our glue on here. Just cover this piece here with the glue. Keep that out of the way. And then this can come up. Apply our glue here as well, so that's going to cover that sort of very fat L shape there. But that I can swing round like so. Lined up there. going to then go inside, but we can also cut a little bit of that as well. That's going to come across like that. Now we can do the other side. Open that back up. That needs a little more time to dry. And we'll go on to the other side, and again, we'll just fold this flap up to that tab, and it will still protrude, that's fine. And then this one is going to come over like that, because that will be tucked in. So again, just sit it down. And line it up there on the edge, like that. That way you know it's squared up. And if you have to trim any of that, you can. As I can see here, I might need to take a tiny bit of that off. Go ahead and then I can bring that one up and do the tracing. So again, and then we have this angle here. So we can now go ahead and stick this down here. There's maybe just a really tiny little bit of an overhang, and it's actually being caused by that bump in the score line. So we just take that out. Right, that's taking care of that. Just get my hands in there and give that a good bit of pressure to help that glue spread and also sink into those paper fibers. And I'll give it a moment also to dry. And just like we did here on that side, we're going to trim this bit here so that it will then go down inside of the box. Just take some of that off. hopefully. Slot in there, and if I think I need to take a little bit more. Yes, I need to take a bit more off this side. Let's see that. Yes, that's better. So now it will just close like that, and we can put our Velcro on here. Plus I'm also going to put another piece of card on here just to strengthen it a little bit. Cut a little strip here to cover this. So this should be just about 6 inches. Just cut your piece and have it come across there, and take this little score line out again, and then I cut it at 3/8 of an inch to cover up that piece there. That's just going to help to strengthen that, because that's where you're going to be pulling it open. This next bit, you don't have to do it, but if you want to, you would cut a piece of 6 by 7 inch cardstock that's going to go behind there, and then you would cover that with another piece that is 5 3/4 by 3 3/4. But as I said, you don't have to have that if you don't want to have anything attached to your box, or as Sam suggested, you could attach something like this and perhaps turn it into like a little handle. So you could have cut out a little oval or something here to carry it by. So it's all up to you, of course. I'm going to place this here. I've already cut this little piece out. This was from some free papers that were in a, I believe it was in a crafting magazine, but I believe it was part of, I think it was an American craft card or paper pack that was included in the magazine, and it was around Christmas time. So these seams were very pretty, and so I've just trimmed it down so that I could fit it into this area. I'm going to glue this to the top first, and then we'll glue it to the box. Now we can add any decoration and sentiments that we want, and we'll also put our Vaseline on here. And if I need to cut that just a tiny bit more, just to make it ease in a bit. Just after giving it a little bit of thought, I thought this might make a very nice little box for some deluxe chocolates. So I've chosen this little saying here: chocolate doesn't ask questions, chocolate understands. Absolutely. So I'm going to glue this onto this piece of cardstock that matches that little bit of border that you see there at the top. That down there. And that's going to go like that. I think I'm actually going to use some foam tape. Then I've got another little sentiment that says, thinking of you. I'll just put that, put it here, or I could put it on the strip. I think we'll put it down here. The little hook and loop dots here. Remember, nothing goes on this. This is just to add not only strength but a little bit of security, or actually hides what's inside the box a little more. That is going to go down like that. This is going to be one here and one here. Also decided to add some ribbon here. I'm going to put a strip here, and then I'm going to make a little bow to go around it. One of my bow makers is this little one here to make the bow. So this is, as you see, only a one-sided ribbon. It's not double-sided as far as the pattern goes. So because we only have those dots on one side and we want those to show, we have to twist it as we put it through. And I'll show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to, of course, start with my little tail there. I'm using here in that slot. And I've got the plain side facing up. Then I'll take it between prongs 2 and 3. You see on the front is the dot. Then I'll twist it. And I'll go between 2 and 3 on this side. Twist again, and I'm going to go out to 4 and 5. Twist. You can do that with this sort of, you know, it's rather thin and it's fairly silky, so you can easily twist that round, and it doesn't have a lot of bulk to it then. Right, so now we see everything is, all the pattern is at the front there. So just now take your tail, put it through the hole, and bring it up between the first prongs, these 2 prongs here. Then just put it on the table and tie it off. And now just slide it, and there is your bow. So I'm going to attach it here. I could have, I suppose, just gone across here like that, but I'm going to just trim this down and place it on there. That's what you call pool planning. Sweet little sloped gift box, thanks to Sam Calcott of Mixed Up Craft. I am very impressed with that. I think that is very sweet, and as I said, you could put a handle on that, or even in this case you might even have a bit of ribbon or something if you wanted to have something that you could carry it by. It's all up to you, of course. Thank you for joining me today for this video tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it and that you'll give it a try yourself. I didn't find it very difficult to do at all. I really thought it was going to be a lot harder, but it wasn't. And I would encourage you to go to Sam Calcott's YouTube channel, which is called Mixed Up Craft. I'll leave a link in the description box, and have a look at how she came to create this little slope box. She has made it into a Christmas box with a lovely little scene with Santa going over the night sky, and she made the box to be like a rooftop with a chimney as well. So that's going to do it for today. I hope that if you are not subscribed to the channel already, that you'll consider doing so today. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime that I upload a new video. Well, as we head into the autumn months, I want to wish each and every one of you a very pleasant day. Remember to stay safe and crafty hugs. Bye.